I absolutely agree with you, Brian Metoma and Ria. Thank you very much. And now to a very wonderful moment right here on Trending Now, notable timeline. Nigeria is mourning the loss of a trailblazer in education, Leila Fowler, the Yeye Murphy of Lagos and founder, Yeye Murphy, and founder of the Lagos prestigious Vivian Fowler Memorial College of Girls. She passed away at the age of 92. Her passing was confirmed in a statement released by the school on Sunday. Mrs. Fowler was born in Lagos on the 23rd of March, 1933. She founded the college in 1991 in memory of her late daughter, with a vision to empower young girls through academic excellence and strong moral values. President Bola Tinubu has expressed deep sorrow over her death in a condolence message issued on Monday by his special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga. The president described her passing as a massive loss, not only to her family and loved ones, but to the entire nation, especially the education sector. The president praised the late educationist for her lifelong dedication to learning and service, saying her contributions have left a lasting legacy. Leila Fowler was also the mother of former Federal Inland Revenue Service Chairman Babatunde Fowler. Her passion for nurturing young women into future leaders continues to resonate across generations. A true pioneer in education, Leila Fowler's impact will be felt for years to come. This is such a wonderful one, right there, Etoma. She stands really tall when it comes to educating young girls in this country. Ria, I wished you went to this school.
You know, there was a time I was walking next door to Vivian Fowler, a memorial secondary school for girls, and you need to see the ambience of that school. It shows that there are standards. It shows that no resource is spared to getting the school to being an Ivy League school for everybody. And for us to lose such a woman, where I come from at 92, we'll be celebrating your passing, not mourning your passing. Yeah, she left indelible marks behind, and her children turned out to be children that any parent could be proud of.
Yeah.
You know, we say, may God give the family the fortitude to bear the irreparable loss.
You know, if there's anything I like about the president, I love the fact that he always recognizes people that do amazing stuff. And this is a legacy she has left. I say this all the time, you know, you would never live forever, or you'll never be in a position forever. So at the end of the day, what stays forever is the legacy. And that's the legacy we're saying. I'm all about anybody that is supporting education, because you know me and education, we're 5 and 6. So I know that she's done a fantastic job in terms of education. So many people, you know, have spoken about the great jobs that she has done. You know, I can just pray that the family will be able to bear the loss, and may she rest in peace. I know she's definitely in a better place, and she can never be forgotten. It's not even possible.
Yeah, Lagos State has lost, you know, a gem, you know, a mother, a friend, and, you know, an advisor, a counselor, you know, someone who imparted or impacted, you know, so much more into the lives of not just the girls, even the boys, because when you're training the girls alongside, you're also training, you know, the boys and training, you know, virtually everyone, and also the contribution she has made to Nigeria directly or indirectly. Directly, what she has done, you know, as her own profession, law, everything, and then even her own son, you know, Babatunde Fowler, who has also contributed largely to the growth of this, you know, the economy of this nation and all of that. Of course, the president recognized her very well. You know, she's a Lagosian, and then, you know, you can't not remove the name Fowler from, you know, the scheme of things when it comes to Lagos. And for her to also be Yeye Murphy, you know, it goes to show that someone who understands the law.
No, could you call that thing again? Is it
Yeye Murphy?
So
yeah,
Yeye Murphy.
yeah, he got it right. He got it right.
Okay.
He corrected himself. So, you know, it's fundamental. It's, you know, you know, what's that word? You know, it's something that we always, you know, recognize. And I say that, you know, we offer our condolences to the family of, you know, Leila Fowler. You know, she's a mama. She's done so well for this country. And that reminds me of a Senegalese proverb that says, an old man, this time around, an old woman dies in Africa is like a library set ablaze. So whatever she has taught us, whatever she's given to us, we need to make sure that we live on it and then, you know, make her proud at the end of the day.
Wow, I like that proverb. An old man or woman dies in Africa is like a library set ablaze. Okay, and I will also want to advise other school proprietors that let's leave pride. You know, let's go to other schools like the Vivian Fowler Memorial School for Girls and see the standards there. It's fantastic. It's beautiful, and we want to again express our condolences to the family.
But Tim, some Nigerians also had something to say about this. So if you'll give me a few seconds, let's take some tweets that Nigerians had to say about the life of this wonderful woman. Gracie says, "Rest in peace, Mama. Forever in pursuit of excellence. I remember how much time and effort she would put into making sure and then she now put I were dotted and our T's crossed, whether it was going over our speech with us before an event or watching drama rehearsals to give feedback. I later remember coming to your home for final rehearsals before heading for a debate we were competing in. If invested was a person, she would be the right one, right?" And Lara Kraft is also saying, "I remember all the etiquette classes we had and how we were taught to walk and sit nicely as ladies. Poise, personality, and charm. May her soul rest in peace. Thank you for being an inspiring role model." Ria, you know, I absolutely love this last tweet right here. You know, she's talking about the training on etiquette. That's one thing that we're not really seeing so much, especially in young girls these days.
Exactly, and that's something we should really hammer on. You know, later, earlier on the show, we're speaking about education and, you know, looking at the malpractice in jams and all of that. I feel like in terms of education, there's a lot we need to do, and this woman has left a legacy. Just like Thomas said, you know, people should visit that school, look at the standard of the school. Like, right about now, most of the children do not even want to learn anymore. You can see how this woman made sure that people are learning, not just learning educational wise, but also etiquette as well, because it goes together. You know, the both of them blends together. I just hope that, you know, her
thinking of the kind of discipline he had to go through as a child.
Exactly, and the thing is that I don't even think I'll say they were
through as a child.
Exactly, and the thing is that I don't even think I'll say they were not silent. See, when you're doing a good job, it speaks for itself. You know, she wasn't just saying much, but her work was speaking for her. You know, people could see that this is what she was doing. People could see the achievements, and it even shows in her children. She passed it down. She passed the training down to her children.
Yes, and I'm thinking more of the teaching etiquette and those other things in her school. These are things that do not, education, the academic side is good, but things like etiquette could help a child be a classy child. We actually need classy, educated people. We have a whole lot of should I say educated touts, you know, that move around. Yes, you have the book knowledge, you have a master's degree, you have this, but character-wise, you are rough in the edges. So maybe the Nigerian education system, I'm talking about the whole country, should pick a leaf from this and introduce stuff like that into our curriculum.
Very true, Nelson. I totally agree. May her soul rest in peace. Thank you so much for the legacy that you have led, and I'm sure that, you know, we will live by it. And etiquette is something very important. I hope that our young girls also get to learn from it. Well, thank you so much, Nelson. This is all we have this morning. Let's let you know that the views and reactions of our guests are theirs and have no connection whatsoever with TVC. Up next is Your View with the beautiful ladies, and just after that, This Morning with Leila Fowler. We'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, Nigeria.